Hello everybody and welcome back. In this week's video I am going to show you how to put up a tarp tent. Basically turning your tarp into a tent. Really simple to do, really effective setup. Funny story, last time I went to do this, what's it been, 4 months ago, shot the video, got to a certain part and it got to basically disaster happened. It was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. I just stopped filming, packed up in a little strop, and I went home because I was in the strop. I'll drop the little clip here.
Guys, look, he has ripped it. He has ripped our tarp. Okay, now we're not going to be able to camp overnight ever again. We could get another one, but just a bit smaller this time and a bit more stabler. That's probably because look at that hole. You can see it, can't you? But I can't believe I do not know how, but I think it was a stick.
Eye people out there will notice that we've got another little individual with us today. Mr. Dylan doesn't come out of us very often because he's too cool for that now. Too busy playing Xbox or playing football, or I don't know, what is it you do nowadays?
I don't know, play PC or something.
Yeah, exactly, sat on computers. But anyway, Dylan decided to come out and join us for the day. Well, I said a day, for the afternoon, because it's Sunday, so there'll be no camping tonight or in this video anyway, but we'll get in there. I was going to say the temperature's starting to get a bit warmer, but absolutely not. It's absolutely freezing. My digits are freezing. Left my gloves. That's not all I left today either. So I had every plan to get the little setup done, have a nice little fire, make a nice little brew. But what if any of you watched the last video, I forgot the gas, didn't I? If it ain't gas, it's the cooking stove. And today I forgot the cooking stove. So I won't be having a cup of tea. I've got nothing to cook it on because I've left it at home. Because that's what I do, is I forget stuff. So anyway, that's that. And I don't know why I'm waving this little stick around. You, sir, be good down there. Pay attention. What are you doing then? What are you going to be doing?
Riding my bike.
Part of the woods that we're in, I've mentioned it before in a few other videos, is let me show you quickly. Let me show you. There's like a unofficial built little mountain bike trail. It starts at the top, right up there somewhere, and there's like little. Well, it's not even a jump, is it? It's a mound. But yeah, track just runs around the forest basically. Yeah, it's a bit of a bigger jump in it. You reckon you could do that one, Dylan? Do you reckon?
Yeah,
You reckon you can go down? You reckon you could go down there, fly down here at 1,000,000 miles an hour, take off, do some mental trick, land it? Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. Absolute disaster. Actually, I don't really want to spend any time in A&E because you'll be there for hours. So I don't think he'll do it anyway. If he does, fair play to him, but I don't think he's going to do it. Let's find out. Let's have a little find out. Let's see what he does. See what he does. Ah, oh, tragic. Bro, you okay? Oh, guys, right. So I just want to report that Dylan is okay. He didn't die. Fair play to him though, because I wouldn't have done that. If I'd have done that, I would have broken some kind of bone or something. But one thing you will notice is we are in a different location because literally as soon as Dylan stacked it and ate mud, a load of people turned up on their mountain bikes and they were just like flying around and trying to do it without getting distracted. And also, you know, I don't want any too much distractions, otherwise it won't get done. So
Climbing trees.
We are back
Climbing trees.
in this location, which I'd done last week's video, week before, I don't know, but we've done it before. So here we go. Okay, so the biggest problem you have with setting up this sort of tarp is the amount of space that you need. You know, when you're setting up like an A-frame or a plough point, you can get away with like the ground not being so perfect, but when you're setting up your tarp as a tent, you kind of need a bigger area and you need the ground to be pretty level for it to kind of work properly. So this place here is,
Not very level.
it's okay, it's not ideal, but you know, sometimes you just got to work with what you've got, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to put up the tent tarp. Mate, you've already smashed your face in on the floor off your bike. Don't fall out the tree.
Watch this.
Right, let's get into it, shall we? Come on.
Wow.
Right, so obviously first things first, you want to get your tarp out your bag. Whee, come on, get out. Get out bag, mate. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, I need to get a smaller one. I know I keep saying it, but it's just so big. This is just so big. It's just unpractical sometimes. Right, come on, let's get into the video properly. Right, so first things first is you want to be setting out your tarp like this. Lay it out and just put it all into like the rough sort of area that you want it to go. Again, like I've said before in loads of my videos, this tarp is just too big. It needs a bigger, had a smaller tarp, it might have worked a bit more nice, but I think this is going to be a bit of a challenge because the ground's so uneven, but we'll do the best because like I say, you're not always going to have the perfect ground. So let's show you how to do it now. Okay, so what you want to do is on the back edge of the tarp is you want to come to the corner. And then what you want to do is you want to get to the corner bit and then you want to come one loop inside and peg it out, like so. Peg, corner, one loop inside. Peg it in. Then what you want to do corner, one loop in, and then peg that in. Again, so then you come to the other side of the tarp at the back edge. You've got the corner, one loop in, corner, one loop in. And then all we're going to do is peg out like we did on the other side. Voila. Then what you're going to do with each of these corners is you're going to fold them in on themselves, like so. Take the corner and where the pegs are, pinch it together, tuck it in and fold it in on itself. This is kind of like the rough. We can tighten all this up in a bit. This is giving us the rough shape. So take that, fold it in on itself, and then we'll do exactly the same on this corner. So peg there, pull it tight, see the pinch, fold it in on itself, and then like I say, we can adjust the tension in it later on. Okay, so what you want to do then is you want to get this corner of the tarp and get this guide hold here, and you want to come again to the second loop, but just come slightly past it a few inches. Yeah, so bring this corner underneath, just past this guide loop, and then peg it in like so. And now you can see it's starting to kind of take shape. Now it's all about, like I said a minute ago, it's all about adjusting this. What we're doing is getting the rough oh, I don't even know what I'm looking for. You get the gist. This is the rough template of what it's going to be. So again, come to this corner, and then we come in on itself just past the other guy line, and then a little bit tighter, and then we peg it in. Stop recording in a minute. Okay, so the next bit that you want to do is I use a walking pole, just because it's lightweight and it's no real bother to carry. It's got a nice smooth top, and you can adjust the height on it. Don't do what I did last time. So what we do now is we go into the tent, well, into the tarp. And place the pole until all the sides raise up, and this gives you your basic shell for now. Okay, so this is kind of your basic shape, as you can see here, but because this tarp's so big, what I do with this one is I then, on the next guides in, I'll put a couple of guidelines, and then I'll pull them tight,
Pin them in.
and then just tie them in quickly. Let's say I'll do it more secure, but it's just obviously for demonstrational purposes. And again on the other one, tie it in, and then you can see it starts taking shape. I mean, like I say, this is all about adjusting it. Like this is not perfect, this is not completely done yet. So what I'm doing is just getting the rough shape of how I want it to look, and then we'll adjust it from there. So that's good to me. Again, just tie it in, and then what I'll do is unhook these and pull it out tighter. Like I said, this is not the correct way, it's not the right way, it's not the wrong way. You can do it however you want. There's no rules. There's no rules here. Pull it out a bit tighter. There we go. And now you can see it's starting to take more of a tent looking shape. And again, I know I keep harping on about it, but because this tent is so big, so all I've done here is I've just put a couple of guidelines on the rest of the attachment hooks, and I've just pulled it tight. Like I say, there's nothing fancy about this. This is absolute basics. You can spend more time making them look nice and all that kind of good stuff. But the advantage about this one is you're sheltered from all the elements, which is good. And when you've got this size of tarp, look at the space in there. Absolutely. You get three, 4 people in this one. Once it's all pulled out nice and tight. So yeah, there you go. So that is how to roughly put up a tent tarp. My advice, just right, get a smaller tarp. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you've learned something from this video. Like I say, not too happy about that turned out. But, you know, it doesn't matter, nothing has to be perfect. You know, everyone's learning, I'm still learning. But one thing I'm doing tonight is I'm gonna go buy a smaller tarp because that one's just winding me up. I've had enough of it. I'm not gonna get rid of it obviously because it's as its uses, but it is gonna be demoted, and I'm gonna order a smaller one to make life a little bit more easier. But yeah, if you found anything useful, learned anything, give us a thumbs up, comment, sub if you want, and all that jazz as always. But yeah, so next week, what are we on next week? I don't know, we'll have a little think, but see you guys then.